As y'all can see, I'm back on that grind again. Welcome to Behind the Desk. It's your boy Tri Beezy, BKA, just call me Monty, AKA King Gigawatt, Watt City, Wave Gang, what up? And I'm back, man. I'm back to do these Behind the Desk joints, man. It's been a minute. Today I just want to talk about, I don't even know what to even talk about. There's so much stuff going on in the world right now. There's just so much stuff going on in the world right now as far as the mask, COVID-19 and stuff like that. That's things I don't want to talk about because that's things that everybody's talking about. I just think I want to talk about knowing when it's time to speak and when it's time to listen. You know what I'm saying? Me, I used to, not really used to, but I'm always to myself. You ask my girl, I've always been to myself. I'm always by myself. I either go in the house, be in the house playing video games or making beats, doing music, or watching TV, some old school TV shows or something like that, and being to myself. I'm cool with that. I'm not an outside person. I'm not the person to just be like, hey, let's go outside and kick it. I've never been that dude. It doesn't matter. Like, I've never been that guy. Maybe when I was younger, but now it's just like, I'm not the outside guy. So if you want to go outside or go to amusement parks and stuff like that, it's fun. I'm cool with it, you know what I'm saying? But it's not at the top of my to-do list to be like, oh, yo, I can't wait to get up before I can go to Cedar Point. I don't get aroused by that. I don't get aroused by going to Kings Island. I don't get aroused by going to Kennywood. I don't get aroused by stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'm different. And I also don't get aroused by going to other people's studios when there's a whole bunch of other producers or whole bunch of other artists in there. Reason being is because I don't know what it is with artists who, I don't know. I can't explain it. Just me, I feel some type of way when you put somebody on a pedestal like Drake, but then when you go look at who wrote the song, it's like 6 or 7 people in that conversation. That eliminates who you are as an individual. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, that's how I feel. Other people be like, no, but I'm like, look, if somebody got to help you with the lyrics, it really ain't just your song, it's other people's songs. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. And I've been, like, lately I just been digging up people's information and looking at who made the beats, who produced the songs and stuff like that. And then a lot of these artists that we praise that say that they so dope, they got like 5 or 6 other artists that write those songs with them. So how can we give credit to a Drake or let me think. I'm just saying Drake right now, but you know what I'm saying. And shout out to Drake because I'm a fan. Don't get it twisted. But how can you give the credit to somebody like a Drake or a Future or a J. Cole or whatever if it says person who wrote the songs, it's like 6 other people there, 6 other people in that category? How can you give praise to just one of those people? Just because he's the person that's performing it doesn't mean that he's the one who wrote it. But what I'm saying is, I don't like being in circles to where I'm at a person's crib. It's like 5 or 6 or 7 dudes over there, everybody rolling up, everybody drinking, and they just listening to beats and they just vibing. To me, that's a waste of time. If we're not in the studio hitting record, why am I here? For one. For two, I don't need all that pregame to make this situation happen. You give me the beat and you give me a timetable of when you want it done, and I get it back to you at that point in time. I don't vibe great when there's other people in the studio when I'm trying to actually make something happen. Now that's just me. It's a lot of artists who need other artists around them to make that happen. And I'm not saying that it's not fun because I've done it before, but I haven't done it a lot. I haven't been in the studio a lot with somebody and then I'm just writing a song and then whatever. I write my best stuff when I'm not around nobody, when it's just me. That's when I write my best stuff. When I'm around other people, it just don't come out like I want it to come out. And that's just me. Everybody's different, you know what I'm saying? Same thing with making beats. I refuse to make a beat around an individual because I feel that they might be taking the idea of how I make beats and stuff like that. If this isn't a session of me showing you how to make a beat and things like that, then why are you just around trying to pick up how I do what I do? But the reason why I'm so protective like that, because I've been in situations where people stole my stuff. That's why I don't come up with ideas, and if I do come up with ideas, I don't speak on them loud in front of people, because people stole my stuff. And I was always known for not copywriting my things and stuff like that, so people can easily snatch it, period. And I just refuse to allow that to happen to me again. So a lot of times, I'm just not that person that just, everybody's over here at the studio vibing over such and such, why don't you slide through? No, I'm cool. People might be like, man, he corny because he don't never come through. I can be that. That's fine, but that's just who I am as an individual. I'm not I'm an outgoing person depending on who I'm with. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not that dude to just be, hey, let's make it happen. I gotta go outside. I gotta go over such and such house. I gotta go do this. I gotta go do this. I gotta go do that. No, I could be at home all day. Come to work, make sure that things happen, make sure income's still coming here, and go back home and make it happen, bro. That's just me. Until music and stuff starts to drop, then I know I need to be out and about to promote and things of that nature. And I'll find a way to promote and things of that nature without me even having to go outside. I always do that. You know what I'm saying? I'll find somebody else who likes to be outside all the time and have them promoting for me. Stuff like that. Like, that's just me. Now, like I said, I'm not telling any other individual to mob and do things like that. But I'm just saying, watch the people that you're around. Because at the end of the day, your idea can turn into somebody else's if you ain't got your idea protected. It'll be your idea, it's a dope idea. Somebody takes it, runs off with it, actually copyrights it, actually does it. You wasn't planning on doing it until December. These people then took the idea and started promoting it and made it happen in February. I mean, not December, I'm sorry. Yeah, you wanted to do it in December. They started in September. They just spent it, took a little bit to make it seem like it wasn't your idea, and they spent it, tried to hide what they took from you in the situation. So now you looking at them like, man, that was my idea. At the same time, you came up with this idea, but you're dragging your feet on it, which means that you don't need to share it to anybody unless it's already ready to go. You can't be trusting people out here like that. And that's the thing. We be so big and so huge on trusting individuals. Oh, I could tell you this because I know for a fact that you ain't gonna tell nobody, no, da, 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 da. The next thing you know, your idea was created by the person who, you know what I'm saying, you told. You can't be mad about that. You shouldn't have told them. Doesn't matter how close you are, you should have just kept it to yourself. Because at the end of the day, all information does not have to be shared. You feel everything that happens in your life, you gotta tell somebody? That's not true. Some things is not necessary for you to be telling people. Period. Some things was just for you. Some things are just for your circle. Some things are just for the person that you with. But some things, it might not even be for them either. It might just be for you, your learning experience, your information, and you just keep it to yourself. Period. Everything doesn't have to be announced. And that's what people gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool to be nice to people. It's cool to be interactive with people. But at the same time, when you being nice and being interactive, don't mean that you need to open up to an individual at all times and just spill your guts. Because sometimes your guts don't need to be spilled on the wrong person. Because think of that information given to the wrong person, all of a sudden, they done took the idea, made it a gold mine, and they left you hanging. And you was the person who came up with it. So just watch. Watch who you telling your information to. Watch the people that you around. Stop talking all the time. Listen more than talk. You know what I'm saying? If you around an individual who all they want to do is listen, like me, and they don't actually talk, pay attention to that person. Like, watch that person. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying watch me, because I'm not about to do anything crazy to you, but at the same time, I'm listening to what you're saying. I'm showing you respect. A lot of people can be looking like me and acting like me, which is just listening, but at the same time, they're plotting to crash your bridge. They plotting to crash your car. They're plotting to crash everything that you're coming up with. Because you talking so much. That's all you do is talk. I can't wait to do this. I got this much money in the account. We about to do this. We about to set this up. We about to do that. And everything is always about to. But nobody has the paperwork to make the situation happen. So it's all a big dream, and it's the same dream that you've been dreaming since you was 20 and you like 30 something years old. That dream is dead, bro. You ain't put no life to it for how many years now? Like, come on, bro. You gotta understand that you can't just be running your mouth all the time. You gotta chill. You gotta chill, man. You got ideas, write your ideas down and pursue them, period. Don't write down the idea if you're not gonna pursue it. If you're not gonna pursue the idea, erase it. Why write it down if you're not gonna do nothing with it? God has given you all types of jewels to make a business or start a business or start this or start that or start this. And you write it down, but you don't do nothing with it. I'd rather call God and be like, yo, them ideas that you giving them, why don't you give it to me? Because you know that I'll make it happen. These cats ain't trying to do nothing with it, but I'll make it happen. Send it to me. Cut them off. Why answer their phone call? You know what I'm saying? Why call them when they not doing nothing? Give it to somebody who actually gonna make it happen. And that's my thing. But like I said, I appreciate y'all. Back behind the desk, you know, it is what it is. I'm at work. I make sure all y'all be safe. I'm sorry I don't got my mask on, but it is what it is. Y'all not gonna get sick through here. You know what I'm saying? So look.